Every time I make a review now, it seems to be like that El Dorado meme, where on the one hand, in theaters, you have trash. And then in streaming, for some reason, and this has been across the board, you have just amazing movies. And we're here to talk about yet another one that just dropped on Hulu.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey travelers, welcome back to Roberto's Room. So we are talking about the brand new movie that just dropped on Hulu, Amateur, starring Rami Malek, and has a great cast of supporting characters to go along with it. This, again, just like I said in my intro, this is just another movie in a long line of great movies that are in streaming. Meanwhile, everyone's talking about the movies that are in theaters, which honestly have been, to put it mildly, subpar. And here is another movie that was a really good time. I had a really good time with this movie, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. If you've noticed, I've been highlighting a lot of these kind of lesser known films that no one's talking about for some reason, and yet they are gems, absolute gems. And this is, again, all across the board. Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. Everyone is just doing a phenomenal job and putting out phenomenal films that no one is talking about. Well, we're going to talk about it here. Again, The Amateur stars Rami Malek and includes some great cast members like Jon Bernthal and Rachel Brosnahan, who is in the Superman film, which, again, I haven't seen Superman, but I've heard that she is actually a standout and does a really good job as Lois Lane. She looks the part, definitely, and so I can definitely see how people are talking her up from that movie, but she does a great job here. And if you know the trailer, if you've seen the trailer, this is not a spoiler, but she dies. She's the catalyst of the movie. Yes, she gets fridged, but it is because of her that Rami Malek's character, who is a very low-key analyst type person, he's not a trained killer by any means, but he is fueled on this quest for revenge against the people that murdered his wife. And I love this movie because unlike a lot of movies that would power up the hero and all of a sudden he gets training and he becomes this awesome killer, Rami Malek is very not that way, and the movie actually celebrates the fact that he isn't that way. He does kill in the movie, but a lot of the kills are from far away because he just doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger right in front of somebody. That's not the way he operates. And actually a lot of the kills in this movie, and there are some interesting kills, are incidental. There's actually a really cool one that was incidental, and you get to see this guy who is an absolute genius, and he is working through all of these scenarios. He's learning. He actually does go to a boot camp. He was able to blackmail some of his superiors, which, again, that was a really tense scene that I really appreciated, and you can tell that he's not confident as he is trying to size up these superiors of his, and you can tell he's holding it together, and then when he walks out of the meeting, he throws up. This is the kind of movie that this is, and this is why it is so good. This movie really lives or dies on the performance of Rami Malek. Lawrence Fishburne is also in this cast, and he is kind of like a CIA operative. He is more of the hands-on kind of killer. Jon Bernthal is kind of the same, and it's kind of interesting having Jon Bernthal versus Rami Malek in these kind of opposing roles because, of course, you associate Jon Bernthal with The Accountant, with Punisher, and he is a man who gets it done, versus Rami Malek, who, especially in this movie, he does a really good job of playing that kind of subdued, not action type at all. He is a guy who sits behind a desk. He's an IT guy, and he works for the CIA, and you really feel that about him, but he is incredibly smart, and that is where he excels. So he actually picks up some things from the training that he blackmails himself into, and yet, in spite of that, he doesn't allow his training to turn him into something else that he's not, and he can't become something that he's not, which is really refreshing, again, for this movie. Before we continue, though, if you would, please drop a like down below. If you've already seen this movie, The Amateur. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, we have a ton of people that have subscribed to the channel. We have 129 subscribers. I cannot be happier. Thank y'all so much to all of y'all that have subscribed, but I know a lot of y'all watch my videos and you don't subscribe. What are you doing? Come on, let's hang out together. Hit that subscribe button, and if you do, also hit that notification bell to be notified every time that we drop a video on this channel. All right, let's get back to the review.
Smile, everyone! We're back.
So again, this is a classic revenge tale, but the way that it is executed is what makes this movie. It is not the traditional, I'm just going to go and shoot up everybody. This is not Taken. This is not the classic action movie, and yet it is full of action because, of course, he is on a revenge mission to kill these guys that have killed his wife, and you can definitely see his loss. A lot of the time, you actually get to see him in this alternate reality where his wife is there, and yet, of course, it's another person that he's picturing as his wife. And Rachel Brosnahan, again, she does a really good job with this kind of ghost type role that she plays, because a lot of the time she's not really there. She just kind of drops in and you can't tell if this is a memory of his or if he's just kind of thinking what she would do in this situation. But it really sells the emotion that Rami Malek is going through and losing a loved one and what drives him, and yet not becoming like the people that he is hunting. And that is a very important thing that this movie deals on, that he is not just out for blood for no reason. He is out for justice, and he actually gives an opportunity to his superiors to solve the problem, because these are terrorists that are well known, and yet still they do nothing. And so he takes matters into his own hands the only way that he can. Again, I'm not going to give away too much about this movie. That was just a basic rundown of the plot, so you can kind of get a gist for this movie. But again, the movie lives or dies on the performances, and the kills are actually really entertaining in how they are executed. Again, he is not someone that will kill you directly, but there are some kills in this movie, and the movie does keep you guessing a lot along the way. I haven't really given away anything heavy to the plot other than the setup, and because I want you to experience the movie just like I got to experience it. I think it is a great movie, and again, just like I mentioned in the introduction, this is another example of the movies that are being put out on streaming that no one is talking about, because everyone's talking about Superman, everyone's talking about Fantastic Four, and yet Hulu, Netflix, HBO Max are all putting out great movies. And I don't know why they're out on streaming. Well, I do know why, because they're kind of lesser known or maybe unknown films that directors, they get to make what they want to make. And I'm thankful that streaming services allow these kind of films to thrive and really allow them to live in a place where we can watch them for a subscription fee, because we get to enjoy them. And honestly, it's for a lower price than you would pay at the theater. I think honestly that's why theaters are having such a hard time nowadays, because these great films that are a great time, you don't have to know a lot of lore, a lot of backstory. You just get to sit, enjoy a good film, and be better for it. Those movies don't exist anymore in theaters, and that is a shame. But hey, that's what streaming is for, and that's what this whole streaming switch that we've experienced since the unspecified virus of unknown origin has brought us, and I'm happy for it. I'm actually thankful for the benefits that we get to watch these kind of films that would not get a theatrical release, and yet we can still enjoy them from the comfort of our home. Maybe if you have a home theater and you get to enjoy that surround sound, which I definitely recommend for a movie like this, because there's a lot of things going on. Really eerie parts in this movie too, where he was kind of paranoid, and the surround track really helps to hit that home. Really, really good experience from the home theater aspect as well. So it's another thing that you can look forward to if you've spent some money on a home theater setup, maybe just a sound bar and some surrounds. But again, I am so glad that movies like this exist, and I'm so glad that these streaming services allow this kind of movie to be made and this kind of movie to be watched in a really good setting. You get to watch this from your home. Like, what's the problem with that? And I'm really thankful for it. But Let me know what you thought about The Amateur. If you've seen it, drop a comment down below. I would love to chat with you about the movie as well. Please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, once again, what are you doing? Please subscribe. I would love to have you on board for the channel. We have a lot of videos, a lot of cool things cooking that are coming down the road, and I would love to share them with you. If you would, please subscribe, and if you do, hit that beautiful notification bell to be notified every time that we go online. Thank you again for watching this review with me, travelers, and as always, go with grace.